So for today, for the quiz, we are going to be doing, hold on, the rice purity test, guys. I don't know, oh fuck. If you guys don't know about the rice purity test, it's basically questions. There's some freaky questions, guys, I can't lie. So basically it just asks some freaky questions, you know, I answer them, and you know, you guys can get to know me a bit more about my personal life, you know. it is a bit personal, but yeah, I will be answering everything honestly. Chat, let's get into it. But you know, no judgments here. This is a no judgment, judgment free zone stream, guys. So you guys can also do it at home while I'm doing it, to like compare our scores and shit, to see, you know, if you guys are like more freakier than me. Me personally, chat, I wouldn't say I'm too freaky. I'd say there's like a limit for me being freaky. Like I'm a maybe like a 6 or 7 on the freaky like test score, like a 6 or 7, you know. Okay, yeah. There were like 3 viewers in the chat. Now they're all gone. So let's answer them one by one. All right. Held hands romantically. Yes, chat. We've held hands romantically. If you guys have not done that, I would be concerned. Been on a date? Yes, I've been on a date. Been in a relationship? Yes, I've been in a relationship. So chat, I actually only been in 2 relationships my entire life. I did get cheated on like 2-3 times by like the same person, right? And then my second relationship just didn't work out. We were both very different people at, you know, very different times in our lives, so that's why it just didn't work out. Dance without leaving room for Jesus? Yes, I have done that a few times, you know. Remember it? Yep. Kissed a non-family member on the lips? Yep. French kissed? Yeah, I have. French kissed in public? Okay, I have, but like, I feel like public is like in like an open area. I like French kissed someone like outside of my house, but does that count as public? Alright, let me just give you the scenario. It was in a playground, chat. Don't call me a pedophile or anything. The girl was the same age as me. There were no kids there at the time. It was in the middle of the night, but it was still in public. We were in like those, you know, like those tubes, and it's like those tubes that are like closed, so no one can see like you're inside those tubes. It's like those tubes that you crawl inside to get to the other side of like the play area. It was like those tubes. So we were French kissing there, but I don't know if that counts though. Maybe like in my car. That's still public though, cause like that's not in my. I'm gonna just click yes, guys. Kiss on the neck, yes. Kiss horizontally. Yeah, I think so. It's just like that. I don't know. All right. Given or received a hickey? Yes. Kissed or been kissed on the breast? Yeah. Kiss someone below the belt? Yep. Kiss for more. Okay. I don't know if I've kissed someone for more than 2 hours consecutively, because I don't time my shit. But I think I might have like taken breaks. Like there were breaks in between, so I don't think that counts. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. Played a game involving stripping? No, I've never done that. Seen or been seen by another person in a sexual context? Yes. Masturbated? Yes. Masturbated to a picture or video? Yes. Masturbated while someone's... Alright. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Basically, so I was in my aunt's house, right? Wait, this just sounds weird. And basically there was not enough space for everyone to sleep in a room, so I slept in the living room. And okay, but that doesn't really count as the same room, because I was in the living room and people were in their rooms. But I think, okay, but someone did walk in the living room while I was doing it, but they didn't catch me. And I don't think I continued when they were there, so I have chat. I have, yeah. You know, I'm not gonna explain it, but yeah, I have. Caught masturbating? Yes, I have. I've been caught by my dad once. So basically, I was doing it in the morning. I was thugging one out for like the morning wood, and my dad walked in, He actually didn't realize I was masturbating until he because he was trying to talk to me. He sat on my bed, and then he saw my little boner. I think I was 12 years old. So he saw my little boner, and he was like, all right, buddy. And he just walked out my room. Masturbated with an inanimate object. Yeah, I have. Chat. I tried this thing. I think I saw it on TikTok or something. Oh no, I was a young kid, so maybe not TikTok, maybe YouTube or something. You know toilet paper, chat, and you know the hole in between the toilet paper. So they said to put a towel, like you gotta so this is the hole, right? So you put a towel in it, and you put warm water and lubricant inside of it, so it feels like a pussy, feels like a vagina. So I tried that. Let's just say it didn't work. It was just hella messy, but yeah. Seen or read pornographic material. Yep. Massage or been massaged centrally. Centrally? What does that mean though? Massaging my dick or something? I'll just put yes. Go through the motions of intercourse while fully dressed, so dry humping. Yep. Undressed or been undressed by a member of preferred sex. Yes. Showered with a member of preferred sex. Yes. Fondled or had your butt cheeks fondled. Yeah, both. Fondled or had your breast fondled. Yeah. Fondled or had your genitals fondled. Yeah. Had or given blue balls. Yep. So many times. Almost every day of my life, chat. Every time I meet a girl, I get blue balls. So. Had an orgasm due to someone else's manipulation. What does that mean? Someone's talking to you and you fucking come to them talking? Send a sexually explicit text or instant message. Yep, I have. Sent or received sexually. Yep. Yeah, I have. Cheated on a significant other during the relationship. Chat. Nope. Never cheated. Never will. Purchased contraceptives. Yep. Gave oral sex. Yep. Receive oral sex. Yeah. Ingested someone else's genital secretion. Swallow cum? I've not. Use a sex toy with a partner. No, never used a sex toy. Spend the night. Yep, spend the night. Been walked in while engaged in a sexual act. Nope, never been walked in. Take the roommate out to commit sex. Yes, I have. Played a drinking game. Yes, I have. Been drunk. Yep. Fake sobriety to parents or teachers. Yes. As if you remember that I was due to alcohol. Yeah. Chat, this makes it seem like I'm alcoholic. One thing about me is I actually don't drink alcohol at all. Well, obviously I have before, but I don't anymore. I done all of this when I was actually 16, chat. I've done it a few times, maybe when I was 18, but I don't really do it that much, chat. I try to not. Just it's a personal thing. But yeah, most of these were when I was 16, chat. I went crazy when I was 16. Tobacco, I have. Yes, yeah, all of these were when I was 16, chat. I wouldn't recommend anyone trying it. I recommend staying healthy, keeping fit, focus on yourself. Don't be chasing dopamine rushes from any of these kind of, it's artificial dopamine rushes, guys. So I wouldn't recommend, anyone to do this, drink alcohol or use marijuana. I mean, obviously, if you guys do, it's fine. It's your lives. I can't control you guys. It's not like I'm gonna hate you or whatever or judge you. I wouldn't judge anyone for anything, but unless you're a murderer, I don't know. Especially when I was 16, I would definitely tell my 16-year-old self to not do it because I was so young, chat. So I think I just wanted to kind of fit in, because there was always that stereotype. Not stereotype. What is it? What's the word, chat? You want to fit in with the rest, basically, chat. And I feel like you shouldn't try and be someone who you're not just to fit in. I feel like people will like you for yourself, and if they don't, then eventually you'll find someone who does appreciate how you are. So yeah, just never try and force to be something that you're not, chat. Because that's what I used to do when I was 16, and I paid the consequences. I did get in trouble a lot and all that. And yeah, been sent to the office of a principal, dean, or judicial affairs representative for a disciplinary infraction. Yes, I have. Been put on disciplinary probation or suspended. Yes. Urinate in public. Yes. Gone skinny dipping. No. Gone streaking. Isn't that the same thing, chat? Streaking and skinny dipping? I know skinny dipping is what you jump naked into the water, and then streaking is you're just going naked out in public. I haven't done either. Yeah, so I haven't done either. Yeah, no, that's just seen a stripper. Seen her on GTA. I haven't. Oh no, I've seen it. I was in Bali, chat. I've seen the lady boy strippers. Bro, I was like, I think I was like 17 when I saw it. When I saw them, and I seen them with my parents, chat. And my parents took me to this club when I was 17 in Bali, and there were all these like lady boy strippers. And they actually like pulled me up on stage, chat. I'm not even joking. They pulled me up on stage, and they were like dancing around me. Not like sexually, because obviously I was a 17-year-old. I think they knew that, but they just like dancing around me and like yeah. I was a bit uncomfortable. I was like 17. I was like, yo, what's going on? I don't know if I was 17 or 16. I can't remember. I think maybe 16. One of them made me kiss them on the cheek. It was so funny. I think that was the only time. Had the police called on you? No, I don't think so. Hopefully I haven't. Run from the police? No, I don't think I've had the police question you. Yep. I had the police handcuffs you. No. Been arrested. Chat, I don't think I've been arrested before. The story about the police questioning me, I think it was like, not last year, I think it was 2 years ago, so like, again when I was 16, chat. Bro, I got in so much trouble when I was 16, chat. Like 2024, I was tweaking. With the story with the police, I was with my friends, and I think like none of us had our license at that point because we were like 16, and the age to get a license in Malaysia is 17. So we were all 16. None of us had our license. My good friend, he always used to drive around without his license, so he would take us sometimes. So there's one night he called me and my friends up. He was like, "Yo, do you wanna drive around?" It was like maybe like 1 a.m. My parents were asleep, so I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" I was like, "Where you trying to go?" He's like, "Oh, let's go to the airport to see like the planes take off at night, cause like that'd be kind of sick." I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" I got nothing else to do. They pulled up to my crib, went in their cars, and we drove to the airport. We got there, so it was kind of like this viewpoint where you could see the airplanes take off. Honestly, we could have avoided this so easily because we didn't even see any fucking airplanes take off. We were just there, sat there like dickheads, waiting for an airplane to take off, and it was just there was nothing. But we pulled up in two cars. Pulled up in two cars, chat. So I think both people driving the cars didn't have their license. I can't remember if one did, but none of them had their license on them for some reason. So one of my friends wanted to drive like my other friend's car. So we all got in one car and like did like a round, like around the area in that one car. And we were all in that one car, chat. So the other car was still parked at that viewpoint area, right? So we all got in that one car, and we drove around. So we did like a round, and then we came back. Chat, when we came back to the other car, it was surrounded by police. Like, I think it was like 4 or 5 brothers in like those motorcycles. Cause here in Malaysia, like the police, like some police guys, they ride on the motorcycles. So there were like 4 or 5 of them. So we're like, fuck. I think there was even one with the police car. I can't really remember. So they all pulled up, surrounded the car. So we had to go back to the car, obviously, because we couldn't leave the car there. Obviously, like the license plate, the registration of the car, they would obviously eventually find out whose vehicle it is. It was my friend's dad's vehicle. So we went back to the car. My Malay chat, because like the national language of Malaysia is Bahasa Melayu. My skills for Bahasa Melayu are kind of cooked, so I couldn't really speak to the police that much, chat. But my other friend, who is Malaysian, did talk to them and was basically trying to convince them to like, okay, like let us go. But the police were like, nah, we gotta take you in. So they didn't like arrest us, but we did go to the station. We didn't like go in the cell, like those prison cells, but we were like outside the police station. So like the police station was here, like on this area on this side, and then we were like outside the police station just chilling. Like, cause they called our parents and were like, "Oh, you gotta pick up your kid." They were driving illegally. So they did was they go on the cars that we drove in, and they drove us to the police station, and then our parents had to come pick us up from there, and yeah, that was basically the story. My parents weren't even that mad at me, cause they know I do drive sometimes too, like without my license, cause they trust me. but they were just mad about the fact that I snuck out the house at like 1 a.m. and went to a viewpoint to see like airplanes take off. It was like the reasoning why I did it was like why they were mad, you know. It was like I could have avoided it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take these. Been convicted of a crime? No. Been convicted of a felony? Well, okay. Let me check. What does being convicted? Oh shit. Sorry. Convicted of a crime mean? Does that mean being arrested? Being convicted of a crime. A court has formally found you. Oh, okay. So no, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. Bad of them? Yep. Had sexual intercourse? Yeah, I've had sexual intercourse 2 or more times in one night. Does that mean like with different people or with the same person? If it's with the same person, then I'm gonna just put yes. Have you ever done 69? Yep. Oh my god, it's so creative. There's 69. Question is, have you ever done 69? Had sexual intercourse 10 or more times? Nah, that's too many times for me to handle. Had sexual intercourse in 4 or more positions? Yeah. Had sexual intercourse with a stranger or person you met within 24 hours? Nope, never done that. Had sexual intercourse in a motor vehicle? I've had sexual intercourse outdoors. In public. Okay, see, like this is the difference. Outdoors and in public. Is that not the same shit? I'm gonna just put had sexual intercourse in public. Yeah. Had sexual intercourse in a swimming pool or hot tub? Nope. Had sexual intercourse in a bed not belonging to you or your partner? No, I haven't. Had sexual intercourse while your parents were in the same house? Well, yeah, I live with my parents, so I have. Had sexual intercourse with non-participating third party in the same room? Also like a cuck. Had sexual intercourse with non-participating third member party in the same room? Yeah, no, I haven't done that. Participated in a booty call with the partner whom you were not in a relationship with? No. Oh wait. Oh no, I have. Okay. Travel 100 or more miles for primary purpose of sexual intercourse? No, I don't got money like that. But you know, if you guys want to fly out to, see me for sexual intercourse for primary purpose, yeah, my guess. Intercourse with a partner with a 3 or more age difference? No, but I almost did, chat. Almost did, but we'll save that story for another day. Had sexual intercourse with a virgin? No, I don't think I have. Had sexual intercourse without a condom? Yes, but chat, always use a condom. Be safe. STI due to reasonable suspicion. No, I haven't. I don't know. I had to think about that. Had a threesome? No, I haven't. I attended an orgy? No. I've attended an orgy. Had 2 or more distinct acts of sexual intercourse with 2 or more people within 24 hours. Shut up. I think I have. I had sexual intercourse with 5 or more partners? No, I haven't. Been photographed or filmed during sexual intercourse by yourself or others? Yep. Had period sex? Not proud of it. Had anal sex? No. Had pregnancy scare? Yep. Impregnated someone or been impregnated? No. Paid or been paid for a sexual act? No. Committed an act of voyeurism? Voyeurism? Is that how you say, chat? Wait, voyeurism. Hold on. Let me see. The secret non-consensual organization of individuals in private acts such as undressing or to exceed sexual gratification. Oh, okay, so like, okay, no, I haven't. Committed an act of incest? No. Engaged in bestiality? No. Alright, wait, chat. I think we're looking good. We didn't really take that many. Let's see our score. 37. Wait, chat, is that bad? Is 37 a bad score? Wait, let me check. Is 37 a bad test score on the rice purity test? What did it say? A score of 37 on the rice purity test is not inherently bad, but it indicates a high level of life experiences compared to the average. Oh, often falls around 67. Oh, that's crazy. Chat, some of the questions are like fucking normal. Like, have you held hands? What, you're telling me a 67-year-old hasn't held hands before? Okay, 37. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say it's that bad, chat. I got friends that are literally like in the tens, you know, below tens, like 9, 8, 7. Like, I got friends like that, so I don't think I'm that bad, chat. 37's not that bad. Alright, I think it's a pretty good test score. But yeah, chat, I hope this helped you learn more about me and my life. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun test. I've done it like a few times when I was like younger. I think I haven't done it in like a year though, so it's like my first time redoing it. But yeah, W test. Everyone should try it out. And let me know what your guys' rice purity test is, so you know we can compare, see if your guys is like worse or better than mine. But yeah, chat, that's my rice purity test score.